Hey everybody out there, Chris here, and welcome back to the final part of this weekend's Comic Book Corner Trilogy. We are doing all the Season 1 books of Marvel Season 1 line, minus the Fantastic Four one. I recently did Daredevil. The first episode, or first video, was on X-Men Season 1. And the final episode will be on the book that was released this month, May 2012, and that's Spider-Man Season 1. And in my opinion, this book was the best out of the three. But once again, this is my opinion. Does not have to be yours. It's written by Cullen Bunn and art by Neil Edwards. First of all, this book is $24.99, $27.99 Canadian, $24.99 American. You could probably get this on Amazon.com a bit cheaper. And if you go on Midtown, it is definitely 15% off. I can promise you that. Anyway. Season 1 Spider-Man. The first thing that a lot of people, and I know because Michael already complained about this, are not going to be happy about is Gwen Stacy, Mary Jane. Nope. Nope. Not at all. It's all focused on Peter Parker becoming Spider-Man, and that's that. Nothing more. And it was a thrill of a ride. It was really awesome to see a retelling of the beginning of The Amazing Spider-Man. We all know how Amazing Spider-Man started. Well, this time he did the wrestling. I love this. When he first made the costume, didn't exactly fit the right way. Anyway, so he gets his spider powers, as we all know, from the radioactive spider, and he becomes Spider-Man. But instead of doing the wrestling thing, which he did do the wrestling thing, but then he developed into a TV star. And he actually had his own agent also. And then the whole thing where he was asked to stop somebody from escaping because he stole money. He doesn't do it. We all know what happens next. The guy that he let go ends up killing his Uncle Ben. And then the whole J. Jonah Jameson with the Daily Bugle against him and stuff like that. And then he loses his sponsorship sort of because of the whole thing with the bad publicity. And then there's a funeral, of course. And then Spider-Man finally becomes the superhero that we all know and love. First villain, though, I kind of have a little bit of a gripe. It could have been somebody a little bit better. But then again, these are Season 1 books. This is just how they came into being superheroes. Spoiler here. First villain is the Vulture. I guess they didn't want to go with the Lizard. I thought they would go with the Lizard because of the movie coming out in July, but I guess they decided against that. But yes, the first villain's the Vulture, coming into his photography work for the Daily Bugle. It was a really good book. I loved it. And the book you get in the back is Avenging Spider-Man #1. Not Amazing Spider-Man, Avenging Spider-Man #1. Which I don't have a problem with per se, but now that kind of felt like they're pushing their newer books instead of their older original books. As I said, the next 3 books in the line are also listed in the back of this book. They were also listed in the back of Daredevil. It's going to be Ant-Man, Doctor Strange, and Hulk. It's not called the Incredible Hulk. They're just calling it Hulk. This, however, was my favorite out of the 3 Season 1s because I love Spider-Man. And yes, Daredevil I just got into this year and because of his regular Marvel U series, which is selling out. Guys, I would highly recommend you check out Daredevil from Marvel. His series as well as his Season 1 is awesome. X-Men was the breath of fresh air I was looking for over 3 years that I've been reading X-Men comics. However, though, Spider-Man stayed the truest, without Mary Jane and Gwen Stacy, to his story, and I've loved Spider-Man. He was my first Marvel superhero when I was younger. We all know I started collecting comic books because of Superman, but when it came to Marvel, he was the first superhero that I read from Marvel, and basically when I was a kid, the only superhero next to X-Men that I read from Marvel for a long time. And then, of course, when I started my comic reviews, I was into Ultimate Spider-Man. I actually read Ultimate Spider-Man. So this was a retelling of the beginning of Spider-Man, and it did an awesome job. This was just my favorite out of all 3 because it was just so good, and Marvel was smart. They waited to release this book for last for the first wave. This book ends the first wave of Season 1 books. The other 3 I'm considering at least Wave 2. I'm looking forward for them to be finishing the whole waves of season 1 and going into season 2s, because this was amazing. Actually, in my opinion, this was Marvel's way of answering DC's Earth 1 back, because they released Earth 1 Superman. In July, I believe they're going to be, or June or July, they're releasing Batman Earth 1, and the month after they're releasing Superman Earth 1 Volume 2. So this was basically Marvel's way of answering DC Comics Earth 1 back, and I'll tell you guys the truth, this book set the charts for Marvel Season 1. I loved it. This was my absolute favorite book of them all. Great artwork, awesome storytelling. Guys, if you have to pick one of the three, I can't give you guys a hierarchy. That's the problem. I said this in the last part too. I really can't do a hierarchy. All three of these books were just amazing, that I can't say you got to buy this before you buy the other two. All three were amazing. I mean, if you're on a budget though, as I said, this was my first favorite, followed by Daredevil, because I'm loving his ongoing series right now. And this was a perfect way to start out like the beginning of Daredevil for those of you who are enjoying the new, the relaunched Daredevil series. X-Men was the breath of fresh air I was looking for, but once again, Daredevil and Spider-Man are the two books that I've been enjoying the longest. X-Men I've been enjoying, but with all the stuff that's going on with X-Men right now, this was just that little piece of the beginning that I've wanted to read for a very long time, and it was very enjoyable, and I would still highly recommend this book. But Daredevil, as I said, was the beginning of Daredevil, and especially because I'm enjoying the Daredevil series so much 13 issues later, this book definitely deserves second place. And I've always loved Spider-Man, and they do this, and Cullen Bunn did such a perfect job of retelling in my opinion, of redoing the beginning of Spider-Man, that it was amazing. Just strictly amazing. So guys, this was my trilogy of all the season 1 books from Marvel. Each and every one of them, all three, get 5 stars. Will I ever get Fantastic Four Season 1? Possibly in the future when the price goes down. In the series, in the second wave, I will not be getting Ant-Man, but I will be getting Doctor Strange and the Incredible, and the Hulk. It's just called Hulk. I'll probably do individual reviews for those two. If not, I'll do them both at the same time and do a double. There's no real word for two together. Ant-Man is going under the same thing as Fantastic Four. If I ever have the extra money and it's cheaper than its release price, probably will get it. If not, I won't. So guys, Spider-Man Season 1, really awesome. I know Mike wants to get his hands on this book to read, even though Mary Jane's not in it. But yeah, this was just so good, this series. The whole Season 1 idea from Marvel was just amazing. Loved, and it was a pleasure to read all three books. I will be reading them several more times before completely putting them away in my vault for a couple of years, and then taking them out and reading them a bunch of other times again. Or when I get really old and have kids and decide to give it to my kids, when I know they won't completely and utterly destroy the books. Okay guys, so that's it for Comic Book Corner's trilogy. I'm going to try my hardest to catch up on the comic reviews. Episode 131, I've read half the books. I've got a little bit more to go, so I can say possibly tonight I'll be shooting the comic review. 132, however, is going to be at least 2 or 3 days late because I need to read the whole stack of comic books there. But they will, both reviews will be up as soon as possible. If you enjoyed this video, if you liked what you heard in this video, please click that favorite button on the bottom and show YouTube that you really like this video. I don't have a like or dislike bar because I do review videos. You know, a person who doesn't agree with my opinion might give the thumbs down instead of actually realizing that the thumbs down is for the video, not my opinion. So I take that off. If you're not subscribed already to this channel, please, there is a subscribe button above this video. Please click it. Or if you enjoyed this video and you're new to the channel, please click the subscribe button. You're going to be seeing a lot more videos like this, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy them if you've enjoyed this video. Also check out Dark Avenger Inc., a new channel that I created where a bunch of us people are going to be getting together and doing crazy awesome videos also. So go to that channel and give that channel a subscribe button and check out those videos too. And if you like any of them, favorite them too. So, once again, this was Marvel Season 1 line. This was specifically Spider-Man Season 1. Awesome book. Take care, everybody. Keep reading. Keep collecting. Thank you for watching. I love comments. If you I almost forgot this. If you like this book, If you didn't like this book, if you have any questions about this book, please feel free to comment below. I love comments, and I will definitely be replying to each and every one of them as they come up. I finally found a method where I could actually work on replying to comments ASAP. Sometimes I might be a little late with my replies, but that's only because life is a little bit crazy and I'm hella busy. If I'm not busy, like crazy busy, I will be replying to your comments. I love comments. Please, 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 if you liked it, didn't like it, any questions whatsoever, please feel free to write them below. If you're a troll, please find somebody else to bother, because I'll probably just end up deleting your troll remark anyway. And that was it for Season 1. Hope you guys enjoyed. Take care, everybody. As I said, keep reading, keep collecting. I'll see you guys really soon in another video. Take care, everybody.